It's okay. We have a decent grasp of the mechanics now. There we go. Nobody got into the fire. That on its own's real good. Let me hit him in the back for those positionals. And let's stay above ground. Took a depression nap for about 4 hours just a bit ago because I got dropped out of the middle of the dungeon. Loosely wander into a queue. Oh, that's rough. How's your day been going? It's been okay. I had to finish a big thing today, and I was chilling out a little bit, and waiting on queue times and stuff. I ran the level 83 trial again. With Jordan and Cam. Nice. Alright. Into the fluid we go. I always love the concept of you have to do some mechanic because the AoE covers the entire arena. I love shit like this. And that's a wrap, folks. Boss 2 of 3. This gives us nothing for me. Yeah, boy, what a fucking trial, huh? Can't wait for the EX of that. That's gonna be super exciting because the trial as is feels like one of the harder ones they've done. Definitely feels like it's more difficult than anything in vanilla Shadowbringers. Holy fuck. And, yeah, end of days. Yo, cool statue. Yeah, it's definitely a wall. When we did the run on the stream last night, we finished the duty with like 5 minutes left on the clock. We would have maybe, and I say maybe, had enough time for one more pull if we had failed, but even that I feel like would be cutting it a little close. Yeah, it'd be nice if you had some sort of disconnect protection if you were midway through a thing. That'd be really nice. Alright, something for fending. I'm good. Whoa. Okay, the boss is literally gonna spawn in that next little thing, it looks like. Based on the weird, like, little energy pathing there. Uh-oh. Fuck off. It's not bad. I jumped into it. God damn it. Oopsie. Yeah, the login stuff's pretty rough right now. That's why my plan is to get less sleep than I would want, to get up early to get some more time in, and less time waiting to get in, and braving 2002 errors. Oh wow, they're just like, we're gonna drop additionals here. Hello, I shall be running away from all of the things that are currently stalking me. Sorry, I got scared. I think we're actually gonna fucking wipe school fucking full. Okay, we're holding on. Thankfully the tank actually fucking came back. Hopefully it's better during the week with people going to work and school. Yeah, we'll have to see. Peak times, at least in the US, are like, once it hits like 11 to 12 p.m. That kind of thing. I do believe you're the monster from the trailer. Well, thanks for giving me a hand. Blasphemy. Svarbanu. Yeah, if only I was a paladin, I could totally one-shot that thing. Ooh, earrings for me. There we go. Dope. Okay. Now I'm on red. Do I want to be on blue if I'm red? I guess maybe. I will stand in the red because I have the blue on me. Well, I got hit with the marker thing. That doesn't really tell me much, but I think that's what they've done. Oh, I see. So that thing was gonna like push me out, and I didn't want to be in the same color that I'm marked with, or I'll take a hit. Okay, bye. Oh, fuck. Okay. Then here. Yo, that's sick. Oh, but he's... Oh, but they put the spots there so you can get reapplied. Yeah, that could be dangerous. Who's dead? Our healer? That's bad. And I'm out. Non-healers are dead. You're right. Alright, let's give this another shot. One of my favorite things about Endwalker is all the encounter designs are sparking neurons. Yep. How's the expansion going? It seems like you're a lot farther ahead of me now. It's great. Everything with the plot developments have been really exciting. All the dungeons and encounters have been really good. The music's really kicking up. It seems like they really delivered the perfect expansion here, honestly. Also, this boss's main super cool looking final attack mechanic thing midway through the fight was actually pretty sick. I'm looking forward to doing that part again because that part was neat. The entire back half may as well be called the Kino Zone. Looking forward to it. Yeah, so it looks like I always have to stand in the opposite of whatever I'm being marked with. What makes it a bit more difficult is I don't really know what the punishment would entail should I not do it like that. Last time I streamed and finished the second dungeon, it seemed like everything I thought would happen in the berry is happening now. Yeah, I know. Which makes things even more interesting. Boy, do we not want to be outside this. Yeah, nothing is more exciting than them going, yeah, almost the entirety of everything that was in the launch trailer, you've already passed. Alright, here's the fucking coolest part of the entire fucking encounter. And they're like, okay, now that you know that, AoEs as well. Oh boy. Okay, so if you're not fast enough, they fucking put a bone stack on you. I think the only thing that we haven't seen yet from the launch trailer that's left is that there's gonna be a zone where you're just traveling across crystals. That's pretty much, I think, the only thing in the base that we haven't seen yet, which is exciting. Yeah, I ate shit on that mechanic. Thank you, Alfie. All the big money shots from that trailer that everyone's like, this is the big important shit. It's just the 10 minutes leading into like trial 1 or whatever. Very excited. Well, I landed in red, which is pretty much what I wanted. How I got there wasn't necessarily the cleanest thing I've ever done, but fucking whatever, we'll take it. Alright, time for big damage. Alright, we're down to the last, like, 20-ish%. Actually, we're getting there a lot faster than I thought we were. Almost LB time. Fuck him up. There we go. Level up. I'm imagining that Crystal Zone's probably going to relate to the Ethereal Sea stuff. Thanks. Alright, Dancer. Yeah, we're good. Player commendation, gonna give it to you. And then we're gonna get $500,000 for giving commendations. Thank God I need that. Yeah, I miss Mayor Domino.
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well.
That's not good.
There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
That's real bad.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud. Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnair, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vritra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe. You put your secret at risk. Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vritra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vritra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos. Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Were my words unclear? Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here.
What's this? Is this
The
like a
last thing you
chicklet?
ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you loathe.
Tee.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
Besties.
I fear it is as Vritra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
Our Radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know these beasts were once my own people. No telling where the next transformation might occur. Oh, my options. The various different dyes. Yo, it's Seto Kaiba again! Big fan of Girl Kaiba. I must return to Megaduta for the time being. There I can better manage the crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation of our own in the city. Mayhaps the residents can tell us more about the transformations? I'll leave Artha to Graha and you, Reyna. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days here in the city would be helpful. Yeah, the Radiant Host armor fucking looks so good. Alright, let me see what some of our stuff here is. We're at 86, so we did it. We've unlocked the stuff. Heaven's Thrust. Combos with Vorpal Thrust. Grant Sharper Flying Claw. Oh man, it just entirely replaced those moves forever. I didn't even notice that. I just thought it was like, it was gonna be like the AoE where it morphs it. Instead, it just takes over them forever. Well, dope. Feels good to just get two moves just like that. And then, of course, Wormwind Thrust is the last move we're waiting on, that it looks like. Which is delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line of 370. Ah, yes, I need to get the first mind focus thing. Only thing I need to know is how I end up getting those pips once I unlock them. I also believe I got another trait. Yeah, I picked up Lance Mastery 3. Upgrades Full Thrust to Heaven Thrust and Chaos Thrust to Chaotic Spring. Then I'll get Enhanced Life Surge. Allows the, okay, so I get an additional charge of Life Surge later. And then increases potency of Gear Skogul to 250 and Nastron to 350. Alas, the sharpening of first must focus upon successfully landing Raiden Thrust or Draconian Fury. Okay, so how it's gonna work then is I go through my normal combo that I've been doing, right? And if I do my positional correctly, which is using this or this, so for this one, if I hit them in their flank, or if I'm hitting them in the back, that'll unlock. That'll end up unlocking our Raiden Thrust. Then if I do that, I get 1 pip. Then once I've gotten 2 of those, I can then do this move, the Wormwind Thrust. Okay. I feel like I have a better handle on my job leading into the later parts than I ever have before, so that's neat. Yes, let's be off. Grahatia is now accompanying me. I like how they insist on not letting me activate that one, mainly because this place is where you're gonna be able to turn in your fucking tomes and shit. Take the cowboy on a date. We had some funny cat husband date moments earlier. It was quite nice. I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions that commissioned the scales from us. I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here? We're assisting the Satrap in investigating the crisis. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Still thinking about Graha eats like a queer. What the f... God damn it. Suddenly, I panic screams and exits. A monstrous beast pokes its head from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be set sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So it came from the markets. It's a true statement. He looked at that burger and he soy-faced. It was kind of crazy. Sisters, have mercy. What is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe. Settle down, friend. The danger's past, at least for now. It's not too much painful to remember. Could you tell us what you saw? First, I heard the screams. Then a horde of ravening beasts came charging toward us. One of them was a huge, bigger than a Marid, throwing people about like rag dolls, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter. Saw others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder and louder. More voices in the throng. Beasts or victims, I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. That is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. The High Crucible, too, has survived mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones, and rest your body and mind while you're able. I'm wondering how on pace we are also. Is this still 85? Good. I have a little anxiety of me getting walled, so I'd like to avoid it if possible. Like level-wise. So far it's been holding pretty fine. That definitely wasn't the case. I still have like trauma for when I played Heaven's Ward early on, and it's like, no way the MSQ is gonna hold your level. Not a chance in hell. So this is Thavnairian weave. Must say it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvos. A small wonder, really, given that it's across the water. Not that I'm much of an expert in Corvosi culture. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Sharlayan, and like as not, I would never reside there again. Though in recent days I felt more acutely aware of my heritage, and grateful for it. It's thanks to my forebears I inherited the royal eye, and with it, the wisdom of ancient Allig. And so, I'll simply hope my countrymen are safe, and one day when the calamity is but a memory, I'd like to visit Corvos again, if only once. So far, for me, the MSQs kept me level for everything when I needed to be. That's good. I've tried to do some other stuff on the side. I've tried to fill in the map. I did enough quests to be able to gain flight in Garlemald, so I feel like that's going to help me stay on curve. So here's hoping it holds so we don't have a moment of the most engaging story moment ever. You have to level up an entire, level once. I'm like... The way I see it, the 10 levels you do by doing the main scenario quest, you should just get your 10 off that, and if you do another job, it's basically hell and you're just running dungeons a bunch. Judging by their accounts, the transformation has already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar, tore through the west side of the bazaar, and headed toward the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in the Mayhane can surely tell us more. It might be the Mayhane. Having to guess on every fucking word. Fearful hearer. Fearful white man. Going after that enormous beast, are you? I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me here. Started over there by the window. A few men, merchants, probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worse. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling around him. Then his whole body bursts apart. There stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking. Then the black mist comes again, only the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? Nah, I'm a decorator by trade. Not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Mihiel, the barmaid, chatting with them, though. Okay. Ended up hitting 90 in the middle of the 89 dungeon. All I did extra was a wondrous tales and helping two friends through a couple dungeons. Ended up having a few million XP wasted. Okay, so it looks like they actually did balance this to make it so MSQ will just get you there. That's good. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant been calling it. I saw it too. We all did. I was standing here at the counter as Maride poured me a drink. When suddenly came this dreadful sound like a pained, angry groan. Unlike anything I've ever heard, I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall, it sends shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Maride, myself, and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear correctly the beast manifested before the sky began to burn? I'm certain of it. The Winders here have a clear view of the sky. Nothing out of the ordinary until the beast was here. Ah, that's valuable information. And apparently you also saw things. Welcome to Maride's Mayhane. What can I get you? We have come not for libations, but rather information. You're Mihiel, right? We're investigating the so-called blasphemy. He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzal was his name. Aw, damn! Damn, that dude! He was like one of the first people we ran into here. He was the dude running that trading company. It was through him that we met Matsya, the elephant dude, and then we met Nadana through him. If I recall, Kalzal ran a trading operation. And it was there that you made Matsya's acquaintance. Yeah, that is the same him, a rather successful man from what I gather. That said, it was clear he had fallen on hard times. So the anxiety and depression of people, alongside the fact that the Aether's running out, is making people turn into monsters. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. That was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, and as far as I could hear yet as they discussed matters further, Kalzal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask one more thing. Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual? Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Kalzal lived for his work and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it would help. What do you say? Kalzal made his home in Kama, near a nearby residential area. From what I gather, he lived since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama. The name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. Cannot promise you'll find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it's the start. Let's see where this lead takes us. Oh yeah, we can't use these fucking shard things. Actually, don't zoom that in. I meant to zoom this a little bit. Okay, looks like we can hit the adjoining area through here. Okay, did I miss it? No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, we go up these stairs and then we'll hit the bridge. It'd be nice if we use Aetherite, but we're running around with our dude, so no such luck. And this must be Kama. We arrived at last. Let's begin questioning the residents without delay. Must be a proper... Here we go. Mati. Kalzal, you say? Yes, I've known since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart, late to return. Spent his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easy as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really. With how dangerous travel's become, he was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day. No doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night, I heard the door open. Looked out to see Kalzal sitting on a bench, his head hanging low. A man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Nothing to speak of other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Kalzal, cordial and honest. His question you're asking, has something happened to him? I don't travel much these days, and my daughter told me not to venture outside. The city is safe, but the situation may change without warning. Stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the Satrap order it. Yeah, times, in fact, do be rough. Paraga. Could you be back another time? I just woke up and not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. May not know, but a great danger has come to Thavnair. Encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. Also, did you know Kalzal? That's also important. In fact, we spoke the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around. Thanks to a generous order from Vritra of Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. Haven't spoke with him since. But I assume it went well. Jin Baha might be able to tell you more. Okay, so it seems like he got a good deal and then it probably fell through. Oh, good lord, that's fucking super far out, too. It's really neat that Kalzal's like this character you see early on who's on some hard times. You're like, oh man, hopefully that gets a little bit better. And then it just doesn't. And now he's dead. I don't know, I just think that's neat. Neat when the story's like, no, some people just get fucked up real bad. Not much that can be done about that. There's no time to waste. Pardon me, but you're in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions that we'd like to... Sorry, I simply don't have time to chat. If you notice, we have our hands full. Have to carry all the wares and equipment to safety. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others to put where. And you can carry our fabrics. Go through that door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, their textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. This area is for employees only. Hello, I'm like a temp right now. What's that? Oh, praise be to Mindruva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. You'll have a limited time to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location. Thread, is it? Then you come to the right place. That wasn't too bad. We're scaling up crates, I see. Very excited for the main story quest to continue to go crazy. How are they going to animate the big one? Oh, fuck. This is pretty good. Gotta get a good shot of that. You carried all the crates to the storehouses, you say. So quickly, too. Why? I've never seen anyone so strong. I hope I'm awake for when you reach the shit I just saw. Here's hoping. Jimbaha. Hey, I did your crates. If Camel is fucking satisfied with your work, then so am I. I too have delivered the instruments and the apparatus. You both have my thanks. With our wares stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the door shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of the colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror. The next instant, he too sprouted claws. Yeah, it's kind of the worst thing, where it's like, there's like a source thing of despair, and those people immediately become a monster, and anyone who gets scared enough by them just also becomes them. It's not like, say, Kingdom Hearts, for example, where it's like certain people will just get depressed and turn into them, and that's it. It's like this infection, almost. Through, like, fear. Causal, I know him well. We arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of stuff. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Felt terrible for withdrawing the offer. We had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face, but his dejection and despair was plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd given up hope. So him withdrawing at the last second essentially caused this problem, but it's also a thing where it's like, doesn't sound like there's much you could do. Much remains unclear, but I believe we're drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Beyond the depths of despair. Ratia is eager to share all you've learned with your companions. Alright, let's report to the Megaduda. And he's like, hey, you get there on your own. And I'm like, by fucking all means, dude. I will do that. Hold up. Can I get through here? Is it? Yeah, it's like a solid wall. I kind of get what the map's trying to say with that.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Yeah, you can lead. I don't talk much. It's okay, I'll talk. I forgot that I always talk like this and then it fades it out.
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karzal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the Satrap! The Satrap!
Thank the heavens.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matsya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
How you doing?
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
Not good.
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
She's a big... And that's how it keeps going.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can! No!
Ugh. Oh, cool! Yeah, they suck. To me, this absolutely ones up the Sin Eater stuff that ended up happening. Good lord.
Our people, you must save them.
Oh, fuck, they... Holy shit.
My son.
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes, you will survive. You must.
Emotional support Graha keeps me from becoming an eldritch horror. Bro.
Be strong, my friends. Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations. Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stolar and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground.
Alright, good luck, Struggle Punk.
Stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
God, Graha's so good.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matcha, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right.
Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
I'm so excited. We'll say Palaka stand whatever it takes. Matsuya pains to be putting you into harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. It's just down this hill. Keep your eyes peeled. Ah, this is how we finally get access to this other part. They've had this place locked down for a while. Seeing Graha go back into some of the motions he had as Crystal Exarch's really nice. Whoa! Please leave me alone, Marlborough. I instead have to fight this awful thing. Oh, I got my new moves, by the way. Let's check them out. Let's check out the new Chaos Thrust. Holy shit, it looks so cool! Man, I love the fucking jingle that plays as we execute our ultimate Cherry Blossom move. Vorpal Thrust needs an animation update. And I guess I'm too busy. We literally just got 2 brand new ones. I'm not asking for anything else. We're almost there. Excited to level all my jobs, honestly. Seems like this expansion's a real winner for everyone. Except Dark. Yeah. They're like, we're gonna mirror Final Fantasy IV and be like, fuck Dark Knight. It can't be. We must peel those we can, and quickly. I see no beasts, but stay on your guard. Okay, no luck there. Oh, it looks like me and Jordan are actually synced up now. Or at least somewhere close. The villager's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. He does not respond to your efforts. His breathing goes more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who lost the will to live. Yeah, seemingly the really later stuff, it might be harder to find cues. Who knows? Frightened Ara, have you come to help us? Too late, too late. My family, my friends. Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope the others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts by the 12, let us do what we can to see that the damage spreads no further, and no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. I can tend to the rest. Please look after Matzia. No doubt what we have seen here weighs even heavier on his heart than ours. This is Uruvit, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise to the sisters, he still lives. Young Matzia here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we always have done. Until today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into the village, a flood of midnight and death. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes, struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join the murderous horde, in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope they have found their way to safety. Matzia, do you perchance remember Karasaf and Mavan, the young couple who always bought the freshest things? How could I forget? Others shun me as an outsider, as is their way, but they were great. I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running toward Agama Temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while caring for a young one is an impossible task. Go to their aid. I want to help them, but I'm a fisherman. I can't face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Yeah, we got this. Thank you. Agama Temple lies to the west. The temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. If my friends made it this far, no doubt they're hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. Sounds like him. I'll take a look. Well, there's the purple circle we're looking for. The man lies motionless, bearing a grievous wound. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. It can't be. My wife fled with my daughter. I need to find them. Thank you. Find them, please. Mavon still lives. She has her child. We must search the jungle between here and Palaka's stand. There's nowhere else she could have gone, I think. Okay, this isn't far away. Hello? Hello? A hostile presence. Oh no! this way. If Maevon and her daughter came through this area recently, you see no evidence of their passage. This isn't looking too good. Perhaps the beast chased them farther from the village. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thavnair, our Umphis take flight.
No more enemies to trouble us here.
It's me. How fare you below?
Uh-oh. He's learned about
Understood.
all the crap we're dealing with.
I will inform Vritra.
Chaos and panic sweep Raz-Khan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
Bitch would be like, hate the first brood, 10 minutes later, me with my bestie. Hashtag one of the good ones. Hashtag Vritra.
Fear and despair in their hearts which inflict this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Raz-Khan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals,
Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true.
Love this man.
In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Radzat-Han hangs in the balance. We have company. The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, trailer time. Come. God, Estinian's so good. If Maven fled deeper into the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. That is true. You cannot let fear consume you, my lovely elephant friend. Then I too could become a beast? Okay. Alright, I'll try not to do the thing. Matia is absolutely friend-shaped. Oomphy, large. I see. In that case, let us help you find the mother and the child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alice and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Would you and Matia speak with the Elder? Pray explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you are able. We will save Maven and her child. We can do that much for, you know, that. We found Karazov, but he's dead. Say no more, I understand. We've lost another dear friend. Karazov may be gone, but there's hope for Maven and the child. And in your search, you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter. Pray tell them what has happened. Pleased to report that the vicinity appears to be beast-free. No doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. With that, let's resume our search for the friend and child. If we follow Kisarota south, we'll arrive at Perusa, a temple, a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. Okay. You two take the lead, keep an eye out for beasts. Okay. Like the fucking, because we don't have to worry about activating Blood of the Dragon, I can just have a fucking cracked out eyeball whenever I want. And you can just hang out there forever. My eye does that exact same thing when Mittens texts me. I'm like, I'm fucking Gear Skull this bitch, I swear to God. Thank you, I thought I was done for. Mavan? Friend of mine, but I haven't seen her. She must be out there somewhere. Reyna, wait. Harusa lies just ahead, but something terrible has happened. The beasts have come and many have already been killed. Alphano and Alexe have gone to do what they can, but there are so many. More than I could count. You must be ready. Like, alright man, I'll deal with it. I'm so full of jumps. Yum! Alright, onwards for the other one. Well, I see it. Yeah, I should probably pop this. Oh, okay, that took out that guy. Yeah. Thank God we're doing this with other people, like Reaper-san over here. Makes clearing that one a little easier. There you go. How far are the others? I punched some stuff. I see. You've seen to the beasts in sight. In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return, someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe? I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Matya's our guy.
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Yeah, this is really good.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are.
Like the entire concept of how these blasphemies spawn.
My undying gratitude to you.
And them having
as
to
well,
handle
my
that
friends.
problem is really good.
You
Then
were
just the
searching for Metal?
dialogue in general is
No?
really strong.
We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand, so I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair.
Heidelin, your mic's peaking.
Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
This might be our shot. Warline is speaking directly in your ear right now. Yep, we saw it. Let's go get him. Cool statue. Well, we found him.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mervyn!
Don't, please!
Bonk. Fuck him up. Okay, not our most graceful moment. That was enough to distract him. Uh-oh, bad. That's her head. That's bad. Oh!
No! God have mercy!
I got it. This is going way too hard. Alright, fucking use our swimmy controls. Oh fuck, you're not holding your baby anymore. Not good. Oh fuck, she's already dead. If she yet lives, you cannot tell. They got me sweating it for this this NPC and fucking this NPC family and their baby. Her bones must have just been liquefied on the impact of that hit. Alpha Nod, use your Healy guns and shoot this baby. Did you find the child and Maven? Well, I found both technically.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back.
Did the mother die? Absolutely. She probably straight up died on the impact of being hit.
Take the child.
This is your job now. This is your baby. That baby looks better than the fucking Fallout 4 baby. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Man, Fallout 4 so
It appears
bad.
we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matzia, can you take her back to the village? But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
Does it look better than the ZTD babies?
The beasts
Yes.
will follow you
They're the
home
worst it's ever
unless we
been.
stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matzia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matzia. Go! Quickly!
I just remember there's an Elder Scrolls MMO. They keep doing expansions and stuff for it, so good on them. Stories don't come out of their entire economy is melted. You know, like Amazon's New World. Protect this baby. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, no. Don't you fucking make this baby fuck off.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
Oh my god.
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged.
Oh, come on.
Every agony.
Yo! The greatest of all saviors, motherfuckers, let's go.
The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
I mean, hell yeah, it's a fucking dragon. Kids love dragons.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia.
He had help from on high.
What, like divine aid?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
What's up, Oomphy?
Estinian, it was you who came to Matsia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
We've done what we can. 'Tis for the villagers of Palakistan to perform the funeral rites. If nothing else, Mevon and Karasov died as they lived, as themselves, and not as beasts. Their souls will find peace in the ethereal sea. To think the day would come when even the smallest of solaces would be this comforting. Estinian stands in silence, a grim expression on his face. You're ready then? In that case, let's head to Palaka's stand. No doubt Vritra's waiting for us. Rest easy, all's well. Young Matsia has returned, with the babe safe in his arms, owing to a warm bed. The girl hath already begun to regain her strength. Less joyously received was the word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnair must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, every death another void that can never be filled. We who survived them must carry the weight of their memory as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Karasaf and Mevon's babe is a child of Thavnair as well. I thank you for returning to us safe. O most great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. They say that if not for you, brave Matsia and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact of friendship with the Satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. Truth in part, but not in whole. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode, and I'll have ruled over a Satrap, with Ahiwan as my loyal servant. Are my ears to be believed you were the true Satrap the entire time? Nadana, what are you doing here? Hello. I heard from the Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palaka stand in their time of need. And so I and several of my colleagues from the Great Work came to offer our services. The alchemists have already brewed up some potions for Mivon's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are the far greater enigma. Thou didst suspect the boy was but a simulacrum? A rumor circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the Satrap's family in secret to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshan, with that knowledge, I simply put two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the Satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed that one of Ahawan's associates were manipulating it from afar, though the truth is indeed far more surprising. It's an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vritra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given us unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors, not only of Razat-Han, but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vritra, but the star yet wants for salvation. Once more will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in this, their darkest hour. 'Twould seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Razat-Han fares. What will you do, Scions? I worry for the survivors we met at Perusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. Needs to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping I might ask you a few questions. The red sky, these terrible beasts. What in the name of the sisters is happening here in Thavnair? So you see, shit's fucked forever. Just thought I'd let you know. Oh, that is certainly bad. It would seem the situation's even more grave than we suspected. Thank you, friend. My colleagues and I will use the knowledge to see if we can further our own research. And with that, here we are. A pot of piping hot chai, brewed from my own secret recipe of spices and tea leaves, together with hearty helpings of rich milk and the purest sugar. I've made enough for everyone in the village. Might I trouble you to deliver a few cups? The drink has medicinal properties? Not in the least. The ingredients are quite ordinary. It tastes good, though. It's for lifting the spirits. See, that's what we need. We need these little moments of people able to chill out a little bit. It's like this and that moment with that moment with the soup back in Garlemald that are nice. Here, you should have some of this and chill out a little bit. Have a chalky milk as your epic. Can't you see I have more important things to worry about? No, you're right. I do believe I'll visit the elders to see what needs to be done. Here we go. We got somebody by the boxes over here. A cup of chai, if you insist. The aroma has a way of clearing the mind. One day at a time, one step at a time. For that is all any of us can do. Back to work. And thus I began a search, pacing around the area for another person to give him some hot juice. Give you your nice hot fluids. They're like, my battery's dying, and I'm like, don't worry, I got an extra. I seem to be narrowly missing the last guy. Perhaps up here. The sphere of influence is kind of big. I appreciate breather quests like this. Really lets everything that happens sink in. Yeah. The game has had fairly good pacing at being able to de-escalate, but it doesn't necessarily. Nothing really feels like filler in a way. It's like, let things build, learn about the area, learn about the people, the location. Then you have these large, escalating, giant moments. And then some moments of something a bit more reserved and quiet. That being said, where the fuck is this last person? I'm kind of impressed at how well I can't find one quest marker. To find this NPC, answer these riddles 3. I'm bad at riddles. I like how I'm combing literally every edge for just one person. I think there's one a tad outside the camp, but inside the quest circle. Okay, well we'll focus on like all the way out here then. Ah, there is this hill. Maybe they'll count this type of shit. Yeah, they do like sneaking things onto the edges of these circles. What can make it really difficult is they make sure the quest icons pop in is terrible just to really make you work for finding it. I think this is the most lost I've been in this entire expansion, is finding one guy. And as it takes longer and longer, I become more and more insane. Alright, I've done the entire outer circle. That's the Chocobo Keep. Fairly certain we've been in every building, too. Wasn't there one by the fire when you got the tea? I said no. They would put like the little gold like thing hovering over their head if it's one of them. You know, the gold like quest marker. Here we are in the center. Up the stairs. Let's see. This is one side. We'll check the opposite side. as I see it, it's like there are frankly stairs everywhere. Slayer of Zodiac lost carrying T. See, there it is. They fucking put that shit in a blind spot. Here you go, take your stuff, and you're like, oh, okay, all this reminds me to live, and I'm like, that's great, all right, bye. My poor legs. Thank you for delivering the chai. Did it lift the villager spirits? Yeah, they were like, oh man, this is good. This is good. It's like a yoo-hoo. As you finish your deliveries, might I talk for a moment? I was curious to know what's become of Mavon and Karasov's remains. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, thank you. Surely they'll be able to rest peacefully by each other's sides. For the people of Palaka stand up. We'll perform the rites as soon as we are able. Well, we finished delivering the chai. Do you believe everyone has a piping hot cup? Could almost believe there's magic at work, how their tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palaka's stand has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. There's still risk, as every village in Thavnair. Like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Razat Han? By all means, don't let us keep you further. We'll do what we can as well. I'll bring rations and supplies from Akyali. Then let us find a Stinian and be on our way. The Wakeful Tirana? Alright. Off we go. Yeah, fist bump, Oomfy. We gotta go. We're very busy. It's Stinian be hanging out and vibing up there. The Burning Field area we do not have easy access to. But I imagine, I don't know, maybe we can fly up there or something? Yeah, we'll focus on the main scenario. I was thinking about exposing that place in the upper area, but I might do that off stream. I kind of also want to unlock flying off stream. Alpha Node told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you'll be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungles and ruins. Twould seem you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavnair. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent Satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city on Alzadal's path. Alright, back to the city. To reduce congestion, the area you enter has been divided into multiple. I don't really have a preference, but I'll pick the one with lower people just to save you guys some trouble. It is good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. I am pleased to report that we succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more. Might you have any idea? It might be about, you know, talking about all the stuff, yeah. Vritra. Have you seen that Fortnite has better web swinging than Avengers? Fucking... No shit, they have better web swinging than Avengers. Fortnite has more money than God. They have The Rock. Could Spider-Man beat The Rock in a fight? I'm gonna say no. I feel like he probably has one of those things in his contract that where he can't look bad in movies. I feel like he might have that. I think Vin Diesel has that in the Fast movies or something. I think there's something about that where it's like, where there's like a clause where you're like, I need a certain amount of hero moments in this, something like that. Yeah, like, Vin Diesel has that shit for sure, which makes no sense. He is so much more schlubby. Yo, get The Rock to play Kraven the Hunter. Fucking... please. I want that more than anything. They're like, we're making another MCU Spider-Man movie. This teaser shows Tom Holland getting crushed by Dwayne Johnson. This small British boy will die. All the men in the Fast and the Furious have that in their contracts, including Jason Statham. That franchise is the ultimate fucking toys hitting each other. I love it. Fucking point system. So good.
Look! Someone's coming!
Ah. Vritra's other eye.
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Shit can't get much worse, man.
Many thanks.
dragon!
Wow!
See, kids fucking love dragons.
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
Yeah.
If I am hearing this right, you were the Satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vritra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavnair, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler Satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, has she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Radzathan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Indeed.
Wait. My brain just caught up.
Excuse me. but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am Satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
Oh, okay.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent
for them,
manifestation
Satrap
was
is
here,
the
in
king.
Thavnair, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape this star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel, fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy Forum been allies to Thavnair. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase.
This is a good shot. Let me get that. Thank you.
Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
you say, Master Vritra. We believe in you.
Oh, Nidana.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
Ooh.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high.
Oh.
An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes. Yes, in this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Here you. No. Oh, God!
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
Yo, what's up, Eric? I don't know why I called you Eric. At World's End, the Radiant Host Soldier has a message for the Scions. Greetings, I have a message from His Excellency, the Satrap. My tongue got into an accident. Brave Scions, you have my gratitude for aiding the people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here make ado to prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of my appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vritra. The feast he speaks awaits you at Mirai's Mahan, or Mahan, or Mahani, or Mahamhawk. While I'm loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? Personal invitation? This must be important. Thank you, friend. Whenever you're ready, please join me in the Aetherite Plaza. You know, I was thinking about ending, like, literally right now, but I guess we can play this one out. I'm quite interested in what a random Radiant Host Soldier would want. I'm gonna be frank here. If Fan Daniel was still in play, I would have immediately gone, But thankfully, he went out in the coolest of cool guy ways. Access to the 8th Rite you see there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous. Risk we could not take. In light of recent developments... Oh. See, now this is a reason to bring me over, because I'm sure anyone who comes in here is like, when am I gonna get access to this damn thing? So them having a moment of like, you can use it now, is pretty fucking massive. If you aren't too tired, I would say you try to do the next few story quests. I don't know. I think I might try to cap in after this one or the next one. It's gonna be something like that, honestly. For reference, as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna try and get some rest and wake up around 9-ish my time, and it's already like 2:47, so I can get in for the morning queues. At the end of either this quest or the next quest is a good stopping point. I'm gonna recommend something. Please, a recommendation is always great. And after the next quest. Okay, since you're ahead of me, that seems like a good stopping point. Then I'll go to sleep after I do a couple of things in here, and also fucking fold my laundry, and then in the morning, in less than 8 hours, we'll fucking be plugged back in here, and I might no-life this until we finish the main story. Like, that might happen. We'll see. We'll see how the servers do. You must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the Hall of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees all of Razat Han's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. I'm gonna try and wake up to bypass the queue and buy an Xbox. See, there we're at. Reviews for the Halo Infinite campaign came out, by the way. I've been eyeballing them a little bit. People are saying it is good, so I'm excited. That's dropping on Game Pass on Wednesday. We got a bump and track. Welcome to the Sundrop. Allow me to introduce you to... Oh ho, you're the famous Reyna. You know, the moment you step through the door, you look like the one's been through hell. Shurabot, please. You're speaking to the Satrap's honored guest and a savior of the people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here. Or will be soon enough. More formally, then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, scion of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, and all-around good egg, I'm sure. Egg. Halo 7 being shut down is the saddest thing. Yeah, those people really be wilding out there. The talk of eggs reminds me I'm late for dinner. A woman after my own heart. I love it. Don't you worry, I'll keep it short. There's just a thing or two we'd like you to remember. First of all, about the room you're standing in now. Razat Han welcomes delegate from other islands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there's military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent. Oh, we got Doma. And then we got Ul'dah and Alamigo. Then we got Linza. Redania. We live in trees. Ishgardi. Their eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Razat Han and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And when you know it, All of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand. And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. Sure. Hello, my name's Reyna. I kick ass. Thank you for the report. We've learned so much about how you kick ass. It was concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red, just contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnair reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our Far Eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island and Corvus. Alas, that is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout allied lands there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Kalzal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. True, we did see people glowing in like Ishgard and other places. And so while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. That shit can happen anywhere. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name. Here at Razat Han, we've taken to calling the first change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. As fitting a name as any, to ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt the terminology. I believe we should call them the Walkers. Aye, each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies, and their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they're doing all in their power to put the people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, and it's for that very reason that we turn to you. Pray lend us your strength, and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. Should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. And with that, I do believe our friend has a feast to attend. You've gained access to the role quest for Endwalker. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee dips, physical range dips, magical range dips, and healers. To undertake these quests, speak to any of the delegates in Sundrop and agree to defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. They're like, yo, role quests. 5 fucking levels in. They're like, we don't have time. Seeds of Disquiet. Alright, so that's physical range dips. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Pray forgive Shirabat her rudeness. If I remember right, you have to do these before you can finish the MSQ. At least that's what happened in Shadowbringers. I know Razat Han like the back of my hand. Glad you're familiar. As with that, I must return to my post. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight until the end. Look at the image for the Alamigo one. What is this, healer? I'm sorry, healers. You've unfortunately have to hang out with Fordola. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, mine's not very much better, apparently, but, you know, I'll take it. We've received troubled tidings of beasts akin to those of the plague. Razat Han have been sighted on the Lenosha coast. The admirals mustered the maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat, yet there is much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would be a great boon to us. Will you help us? I'll do all I can. I'm guessing this is what you meant by one more quest. So I'll do at World's End and our role quest. Ranged magic gets to hang out with Aymeric. Man, you motherfuckers won. God. If the only time you ever... Let me be frank with all of you. If the only time you have to engage with Fordola in this entire expansion is if you are a healer class, Feel's gonna be so fucking happy. It'll be like he won the fucking lottery. Motherfuckers making me go to Limsa again. My brain's like, I don't remember. I'm struggling to remember. I'm so familiar with all these new zones. That's like, ah, yeah, this place. What if Fordola turns into a monster? I'll start hooting and hollering. And then she unfortunately kills Lisa, and the only person who's able to the only person who's able to take out both of them and end it is Raban. I like the response it turns into. God. What's up, Merylwib? Glad you could join us. I only wish it were under better circumstances. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed here. It pains me to say the self-same hell has come to Vilbrand. Fell beasts born of the deepest despair have been sighted all throughout our island. Tell her what we know. Ehrenwald walks in with Magitech legs. Let's fucking go. Motherfucker's like fucking Rhodey and fucking God in the fucking MCU. He's like, I got this shit now. Don't worry about it. I got a Disney Plus show, and I'm like, good for you, Don Cheadle. You did it. A blasphemy, as it was decided we would call him, prowls our waters. Give Raban and Ehrenwald Magitech limbs. Part of me is like, yes, please give Raban like a Magitech arm. But also, it's really good. Like it's like some king shit that he doesn't even need one. Funniest part in Shadowbringers was when Fordola told off Alpha Node only for Estinian to tell her to fuck off. Yeah, because Estinian's like, wait a minute. Fuck you. Motherfucking Endwalker making me go to Aleport. We don't understand why Lisa's monster form was a giant square of uncooked ramen. It seems she was possessed by the Maru-chan? Quite strange. Feels good to get into some flight to ease up our travel time here just a bit. It's well past our great. See more people to fucking. It feels so great to like see everyone like. There's always like at least one person around me doing the same quest. There are nice vibes to that. Oh, never mind. That fucking shit opens. Null's in danger. Quick, to his aid. Oh, I gotta be careful. These level 44 Sahuagin might try and aggro me. That scene with Fordol and Erenball pissed me so off. What did the race trader ever do to earn being snarky and sarcastic? Yeah, that entire thing, I'm like... I know this is an unsalvageable character, but really, I'm fucking... Please. I guess I'm doing Chaos Thrust again, or fucking Chaotic Spring. Yeah! They salvaged Gaius better than Fordola. Yeah, it's because Gaius is cool. Fordola always sucked. She sucked from day one. That never changed. Gaius, you see him and it's like, that's cool. He's got big armor. He didn't intend such devastation. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Had the Admiral not come to our rescue when she did, I shudder to think what would have happened. Everyone's alive, good, but not if we stay out here too long, inside, quickly. Guys did a big war crime or two, but at least he showed remorse like ever. Yeah. It brought me no joy to watch them die, for unbelievable as it may sound, until a short while ago, they were none other than our very own Spawn brothers. At first, we thought them merely cursed, but our talismans of magic availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse, 'twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into a holy beast called blasphemies. Blasphemies? Pray tell us more. That be your area of expertise. We're experiencing the end of days, and when people are really sad and in despair, they turn into giant fucking monsters. Oh, okay. Thus far, the phenomenon here in Lenosha has been limited to the Sagan. Why is that? Cannot say, yet I wonder if the crushing tide are involved. I know not of the crushing tide. Word of them is yet to reach you, I see. It began when the Indigo Matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady? Tragic as this was, there was one small solace: she was not fond of the shore walkers. So deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom of making peace with limbs of Lamensa. There remain, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group called the Crushing Tide. Even now they seek to summon the Lord of the Whirl anew, and co-sign all finless one to the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary. Denied the power they crave, they can do naught but gnash their teeth in desperation. And you suspect those feelings of helplessness because they can't summon fucking Leviathan or whatever. It's just making them transform into monsters. Alright, that checks out. Yeah, alright. They're coping really hard, and cope turns you into a blasphemy. All but a few have long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. They may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of the nascent alliance, we should do what we can to save your brethren. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, for this woman has bested many formidable foe, including Leviathan. Ah, Reyna in the flesh. Honored and I am I to stand in your presence. There's much to be done. For now, let's return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we'll be sure to share it with you. I ask you do the same. You're 6 levels above this fate. I don't leave me alone, fate. It's okay, I remember how this shit works again. You want to go to the fucking aft castle. Checking. Welcome back. Thanks to you and all, I possess a proper understanding of the challenge we faced. It's a daunting task. We'll continue to cooperate with the Saga and to learn all we can. Once we've located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. And the crushing tide. Okay, so that's another one we could do. I'm gonna hold on to that one for later. Alright, so all we have to do is finish this one and we're done, since I'm pretty sure that first role quest is, I think that's what Jordan said we should should have kept going for. That might have been the one directly after this main scenario wise. Are the role quests necessary for Endwalker? I'm gonna assume they are until and just do them anyway. I think you said to stop after World's End. Okay. Give me some of that chai shit. At World's End's the one I recommend ending. Okay, cool, cool. Huh. Alright, game. Show me some cool stuff. You know, after we have a nice sandwich.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't
Died
enough.
artifact gear's cool.
If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Elpis. The heat of battle is now active. And helping hand. Thank you so much, Free Company. Appreciate it.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
Huh?
Elidibus. I sealed him in the White Horus site of the Crystal Tower back on the forest.
Fuck
Contained
off.
within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
It would be an opportunity to look in on the others as well. God,
Thank
that's
you,
so
my
good.
friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the First is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure.
Oh no, this is absolutely good. It's the ultimate, like, good fucking plot hook.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Yeah, this does have the vibe of another
Terror,
patch.
despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes.
We will add narration to remind you, you
So
could
much
stop
left
now
for you
if
to
you
see.
want.
Where beginning ends and end begins.
They want you to take a break because they're like, the gloves are gonna come off. Those motherfuckers are like, we're gonna give you hands the next time you fucking tap in. When you arrive on the 1st, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. Oh, higher. At the very least, I want to at least tap the quest. Empty now, of course, but this will let you operate the tower systems in the umbilicus. Even if the smallest fragments of Elidibus' essence remain, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, please seek out Lina for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Exensor Gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I'm living my life to the fullest, that I'm happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again here long. Alright, chat, well that's our cliffhanger for now. In the stream happening in a few hours whenever I wake up in the morning and we get through the queue. We'll do the next role quest and then we will return to the 1st and see if we can get in a Discord call with Elidibus. See if he knows anything. See if we can maybe get something fucking going. Yeah, this is seemingly getting so a hell of a lot better. I'm gonna tap out. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. I will see you guys very soon for more.